Hello, and welcome to Quiz Coconut's Quickfire Quiz Pod with me, James Cutler. 7 years ago, I launched Quiz Coconut, and we've since hosted over 2,000 pub quiz nights. Each episode, I pick 10 of our best questions so you can improve your general knowledge, boost your brain power, and learn some useful and useless facts. Answers will be revealed at the end of the episode, and there's one rule: don't use Google.
Use your coconut!
Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in, the first episode of a new season. Let's get cracking. Question 1. Lightning never strikes twice in the same place. True or false? It's a popular saying, but is it true or false? On to number 2. When talking about champagne, is it pronounced Moet or Moet? So a couple of 50-50s to get you started. If at any point you need more time to think about a question, just press pause and press play when you're ready to carry on. On to number 3. What is the most common organ transplant between two different bodies? We're not counting skin for this one, by the way. Even though skin is an organ, the actual transplant is a tissue. Question 4. Which firearm also means to sit alongside the driver in a moving vehicle? On to number 5, very exciting because there are 3 points available here. You're going to hear 3 actors and actresses talking about acting. That's fun, isn't it? All you got to do is work out who you think the voices belong to. Here's the first one.
It's not like I'm desperate to do romantic comedies. I just can only offer anything within a certain kind of tone.
So you've probably worked that one out. Here is the second person.
That kind of walking on a tightrope, I find that really exciting.
She's not talking about tightrope walking, she's talking about acting. Anyway, this is the third person. Who's this?
I feel very lucky that I get to play characters that are so complex I can't help but love them.
Well, if you've seen her latest film, you might disagree with her.
You're crazy in the coconut!
So there we go, we've got a famous actor and 2 famous actresses. See if you can work out who they are. If you want to hear it again, just rewind the quiz pod. We're halfway through. Number 6 is next. The name of which academic discipline comes from the Greek for love of wisdom? So that's the academic discipline that comes from love of wisdom in Greek. How are we doing? It's tricky, isn't it? But if it was too easy, it wouldn't be fun. On to number 7. What is the name of the card game where players try to win points with the most humorous or offensive answer? Number 8 now is also worth 3 points. Over the years, there have been a lot of Disney films and a lot of Disney princesses, but going back all the way to when they first started, can you name the first 3 Disney princesses? For a point each. So you've got to go back over 80 years, but these are all classics. Pause the pod if you need more time, but here is number 9. Who are the highest scoring international footballers of all time? I'll give you 1 point for the male and 1 point for the female. If you are in North America, South Africa or Australia, that's soccer. And our last question, as always, requires a little bit more attention. Number 10. Which is the only American state that you can spell without using any letters in the words George W. Bush? So, for example, it's not Georgia, because that's got a G and an E and an O, and you get it. So you can discount anything with a G, anything with an E, anything with an O, all the way through. There is only one state that you can spell without using any of those letters. What is it? So now's the time to pause if you need more thinking time, but if you're ready for it, here is today's bad joke.
This is today's bad joke.
So I was in the butcher's the other day and I said to the butcher, I bet you 50 quid you can't reach that meat right on the top shelf. He said, I'm not going to take the bet. The stakes are too high.
That was today's bad joke.
So here are the answers, 15 points available. Question 1. Lightning does strike at the same place twice. Yes, in fact, some places are struck multiple times. The CN Tower, for example, is hit about 75 times a year. Number 2, when talking about champagne, it's pronounced Moet. Claude Moet was born in France, but his family was Dutch. And in Dutch, you pronounce the T as a hard T. Number 3, the most commonly transplanted organ between two bodies is a kidney. Number 4, riding shotgun means sitting next to the driver. Number 5, for 1 point each, the voices you heard were Hugh Grant, Keira Knightley, and Anne Hathaway. Well done if you got all 3 of those. Number 6, the word philosophy comes from the Greek for love of wisdom. Number 7, the game we're describing there is Cards Against Humanity. Number 8, your first 3 Disney princesses here. The first one, back in 1937, is Snow White for 1 point. The second one was Cinderella. And the third one was Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. Number 9, your top scoring international footballers are Cristiano Ronaldo, who got to the number 1 spot at the start of September with 111. The top female scorer, and in fact the top scorer overall, is Christine Sinclair of Canada with 187 international goals. And finally, number 10, the only US state that you can spell using no letters in the words George W. Bush is Indiana. Well done if you got that one. So now the answers have all been revealed. Tot up your score. Did anyone get 15? Let us know. We would love to hear from you. quizpod@quizcoconut.com. If you enjoyed today's quiz, why not book us for your next event? We host corporate events in the UK and Canada and virtual events all over the world. And don't forget to subscribe to the Quiz Pod so you never miss an episode. We'll see you next week. Quiz Coconut, nuts about trivia.